Hi, my name is Wilco Ravestijn, and we're going to talk a little bit about geothermal and how I got introduced to it and how it's going after the installation. So I picked Excel Geothermal after I did an extensive amount of research. So what I've learned in my research is that I was actually going with a well installer, but he was subcontracting out the well installation. So I wasn't entirely comfortable with that because what if something didn't go right? Who's responsible to fix that? I just was going to have to deal with more people. So there's three things when you pick a company that you should really think about. Number one is who's installing the well. If something doesn't go right, who is going to fix it, okay? The second thing is who's installing the units. What I learned in my research is that the contractor installed the equipment. If something goes wrong with the equipment, it's the manufacturer's responsibility to replace it. In some cases, the manufacturer said, no, it's the contractor's job to fix it. And then the contractor would say, no, it's the manufacturer's job to fix it. So people were getting caught in the middle and having to actually entirely replace their system because nobody would take responsibility. So that was a big factor in me finding someone that would install and also service the units. Because installing the units is one thing, but then having to fix something if something doesn't go right is really important. So those are the three things: who's installing the well, who's installing the equipment, and who is servicing the units. Those are the three things, and that's when I found Excel Geothermal. Gosh, I think they install over 150 of these units per year. They do a lot of municipalities, so that made me feel really comfortable. At first I thought maybe I'm too small because I'm just a resident, that maybe they wouldn't install one for me, but they did. And I tell you, it's been an absolutely fantastic experience. Nothing ever goes right. So you want to work with people that are respectful, that are going to fix things, that are going to communicate with you. And that's definitely been the case. From a service perspective, once the units were installed, there was a low water pressure, which can sometimes happen. The air bubbles through the well system has to be pumped out, and that can sometimes take a little bit of time. Sometimes these bubbles get stuck. So I think the unit had shut off. I had called the service line on Saturday. They came out on Sunday. Actually, I think I called them on Sunday, and they came out the same day and added water to the system, fixed it all up, and the service has been absolutely fantastic. And that's a big thing because geothermal systems, a lot of times a traditional HVAC company doesn't totally understand the system, especially the manufacturer. So ClimateMaster is the one that Excel Geothermal uses. It's a phenomenal system, and they understand the units. They have the education for it, and it's got a very good reputation in terms of just how well the units work. So that's been my experience, and I would highly recommend that if you're considering geothermal, you definitely talk to Excel Geothermal.